Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to my Maktab by LMA with MLX Plus. Our Aqaaid lesson for today is Lam Yalid wa Lam Yulad, and he has no children and no parents. Before we start and talk about what this means, let's do a quick recap on the previous episodes. We learned that Allah Ta'ala is one, and we also learned that Allah Ta'ala is alone. We learned that Allah Ta'ala is independent. Allah Ta'ala is one means that we only worship and pray to one Allah. Allah Ta'ala is alone means that Allah alone controls and has power over the whole world. And Allah Ta'ala is independent means that Allah Ta'ala doesn't need anybody or anything. Today we're talking about Lam Yalid wa Lam Yulad. Say it with me. Lam Yalid wa Lam Yulad. He has no children and no parents. Like always, Naeem, Asma and Ahmed are going to tell us what this means. It was again another end of a madrasa day, and Naeem asked Asma and Ahmed what they had learned. Asma jumped up excitedly to answer, and she said, I learned Lam Yalid wa Lam Yulad. My Appa said that Allah Ta'ala tells us in the Quran that Allah Ta'ala has no children and He has no parents. She also told us that Allah Ta'ala has no partner. No partner. And we worship Allah alone. We worship Allah alone. After hearing the story of Asma, Naeem thought of a story of Maryam alayhi salam. She said that Maryam alayhi salam was a very pious lady. Her uncle Nabi Zakaria alayhi salam would often find fruits that were out of season in her room. One day, the angel Jibreel alayhi salam came to Maryam alayhi salam and said, Allah Ta'ala gives you glad tidings of a son. Maryam alayhi salam, after hearing this, was so shocked. She said, how? I'm not married. Jibreel alayhi salam said, by the command of Allah Ta'ala said, Maryam will have a son and she will name him Isa. Jibreel alayhi salam said that Isa alayhi salam will be respected in this world and the year after. So Isa alayhi salam is the Nabi of Allah Ta'ala and not his son. Before we end today's lesson, let's talk about what we learned. We learned that Allah Ta'ala has no children and no parents. He has no partner and we worship Allah Ta'ala alone. That's our lesson for today. Insha'Allah, we will continue in the next episode. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The book that I'm using to teach these lessons is called My Islam, Book 1, prepared by LMA. To order it, visit www.lma.org.za.